used to be in a band or something.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They were Georgezilla.
Toured and stuff. Yeah, they used to call him Sleazy G or something. I don't get it. The Georgezilla Podcast. Oh, look at you. So everybody, this is my cat Lagatha. She loves being on my desk. And whenever I'm playing games or doing anything, she's on my desk and she'll just get in front of my screen. Yeah, she's adorable. But she's staring out the window right now. And it's because there's some crucial sun out there. So she left. Well, alright. Okay, so this shirt is a fucking schmedium. It's really not, but it fits like a schmedium. My God. It's a large. And I understand I can't wear these larges anymore, but like I like them. Fuck it, you know? I need to start wearing XLs and just be comfortable and you know. These shirts, okay, this is the way I think, and you know, it is. What are you doing? What do they call it on Seinfeld? It's not a bra, it's a bro. So it holds everything in nice and tight, you know? Duh. That's what I do. I could just wear an undershirt or tank top, wife beater thing, you know, but yeah, whatever. Anyways, this podcast is going to be about ghost stories, ghosts, angels, all that stuff. Protein coffee. So I guess I'll start here. I don't know if I believe in ghosts. I believe in angels. And my view on this stuff has changed just throughout the years. And I've said this before in my other 2 streams. But yeah, I was born in... That doesn't sound right. I went to... Man, I can't talk. I went to Catholic private school my whole life. Okay. And so I was constantly going to church, like mass and all that stuff. And we had religion class, you know. And then as I got older, I started going more to like the Protestant Christian church. And then I guess I was Christian, Protestant, whatever. And, you know, you have your beliefs. And even then, I didn't believe everything that I was reading and hearing and stuff. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about the whole ghost thing, because it kind of... if you believe certain things, you're put in this category, right? Like, oh, only certain religions believe in this and whatever. Like, I don't like religion at all. I believe in a creator. I believe in a God. But I just think religion is just made to control people, along with all this other stuff. That's just me, whatever. I'm not going to talk about that. It doesn't matter. I'm not this weirdo. Well, I'm a weirdo, but I'm not some dude that, like, you know, has all these conspiracy theories and all this shit. But there's a lot of stuff out there that I believe and don't believe. And like I said, I don't know about the whole angel thing. But there's a lot of stuff that's happened in my life that can hint at something like a higher power. I feel real comfortable actually saying like a higher power. I don't know if it's ghosts, angels, demons, whatever, you know? Like, there's so many things that could be out there. Aliens. Aliens, bro. I gotta do it. Got a haircut. Aliens. But yeah, so I have a couple stories, but there's only like 2 worth mentioning. But I did reach out to my Instagram friends and my Facebook friends. And I had a couple people reach out. They messaged me. And all I asked was like, hey, if you guys have like a ghost story, really unexplained story, something that's happened or maybe happened to your friend, family member, I don't know. I was like, yeah, just reach out to me and I'll read it. And if I think it's interesting, which I find a lot of things interesting, then I'll read it. And so I have a couple that I'll read. Yes, I can read. Catholic school, right? Catholic private school. I could read. All jokes aside, how do I do this? I have it typed out right here. Okay. So I'm not going to say like who I got it from, but it was from one of my friends on social media, and they messaged me it, and I haven't changed anything. I'm just reading it how it is, and yeah. So yeah, they don't want me to say who they are. Anyways, so I'm going to start it. This is their story. This is their. Let me move this so I could read it better, and also so it's not like 11 font. Okay. All right, so this is from, let's just call him Joe. Tight? Okay. One night in my early 20s, I was staying alone in an old rental house. Who the fuck calls them rental houses? Okay. While between apartments, I get it. Okay. The place had that constant, almost draft feeling like the air never quite settled. I actually like that. I like to have air flowing at all times. It doesn't have to be cold. Just air. Oh, man. I like that. Okay. I don't see any problems yet. Let's see. I didn't see a face, though they went right to it. I didn't see a face at first, just a darker shape against the already dark room. What messed with me was that I didn't move. Oh, that it didn't move when I moved. Oh, okay. I sat up slowly, heart pounding, expecting my eyes to adjust and reveal a coat on a chair or something normal. Yeah, I mean, I couldn't tell you how many times I've woken up in the middle of the night and my eyes are still adjusting, and I'll see a shadow or something, and it's just like my chair. Could be this computer chair. Could be Lagatha, like just being there watching me because she does that. Could be anything. Could be just anything messing with your eyes, and you can perceive it as like a figure or something, and it's not, and when your eyes adjust, you're finally like, oh, okay. But that moment when that happens, I get it. It's scary, you just get startled. Okay, where are we? Okay, so it says, instead, the shape faded, not disappeared, like fog thinning out. At the same moment, wow. Maybe if I finish my coffee, I can actually speak English. Oh, man. Well, that didn't help. Okay, I stayed completely still for a long time, trying to convince myself it was sleep paralysis or a half dream. But when I finally got up, the light switch was still in the off position. So the sleep paralysis, not fun. I post a lot of memes and videos about like, your paralysis person, sleep paralysis demon or whatever is so and so. Like it could be Trump or fucking, I don't know, like the Hulk or something. Just something stupid, right? Oh God, excuse me. we might cut here. I don't know. Might just leave it. Who knows? But yeah, sleep paralysis sucks. I've had it, about 5 or 6 times where you wake up, right? And I don't like see anything. I don't see like a figure or whatever, but I just can't move. And it's the worst feeling, one of the worst feelings ever, just not being able to move and being awake. And like the times it's happened to me, I'm always trying to breathe or like trying to move, and like I'll like jerk real quick and like still not completely move. Oh, it's the worst. And then I get scared to fall asleep afterwards because I think it's gonna happen again. I hate it. I think anybody likes that. If you like that, you're a fucking freak. Sorry. What? Okay, so let's get back to this person's story, to Joe's story. he said it's a half dream. I just say I'm half awake. I guess it's the same thing. I slept with every light on for the rest of the night. The next day, I laughed it off, told myself brains are weird under stress. Okay, I can agree with that to some degree. Yeah, stress can make your body do weird stuff, and it can convince you you're sick. All sorts of not fun things. So yeah, if you're stressed, that can do it. Okay, so that was the story. So I guess they didn't figure it out what it was, but that would scare me, and it's kind of happened to me, you know. Yeah, sleep paralysis, man, that is not the business. And I don't know what the best way to deal with it. You just go with it, I guess. I don't know. No idea. But if that happened to me every time I try to sleep, I would definitely go see someone. Whether it's a doctor or like an exorcist or something, I don't know. Anyways, yeah, I mean, sleep paralysis is so scary. And yeah, I mean, I can see this, maybe you think it's a monster, right? Or like someone trying to break in and you can't move, right? And if people have just these fears of anything, the monster under the bed, or someone's going to grab your leg while you're sleeping, or man, Lagatha, God, she scares me so much when I'm sleeping because, she goes on my bed while I'm sleeping. She'll sniff me and I'll feel like her nose, her cold nose, or like her whiskers like on my knee randomly, and I'll freak out. I'll jump. And what's even worse is it scares her way worse. So it's like this ongoing thing that happens. But she's just very, she's been getting very brave, she's been way braver, and she's been venturing, all over the house, everywhere, seeing, just what's there. And even in my room, there's areas it seems like she's trying to see, like, she's scared of my bed now. She was never scared of my bed before. She used to always sleep up there. Now she's getting better. She goes up there and she'll sleep now, but it's just not the same. And I think it's because she's getting older. She's a little over 2 years, and her personality is changing a lot. But I mean, she's a cat, Anyways, so I have one more story that I got sent. Let me find it real quick. And after that, I'm going to share my story, what it was, what it might not have been. Okay, so this one, there's no name. I just got a message. The profile, it was on Instagram, and it was just like, it was a no-name profile, and it said that I was following them, which was weird. I don't remember ever following this person. It doesn't say name or anything, but it has followers and all that shit. Whatever. But I read it, and it's very, very interesting. But I don't know. Like, it just doesn't seem right. So we're gonna start with this one. Okay. All right. Here goes. The writing of this is not very well written. So I don't know. Yeah. Anyways. Here we go. So, one night I was staying in this old house, just me alone. Like, this is already the punctuation on this is bothering me. Let's start this over. So, one night I was staying in this old house, just me alone. Normal, human, definitely not a large red pitcher filled with fruit punch. What? Okay. Anyway, I walk into the living room on my legs. Who's saying they're walking on your legs? What else are you gonna walk on? And I notice it's really quiet, too quiet, like the kind of quiet where you can hear your own ice cubes clinking inside your torso, which is normal for people. What? Did this person just have a beverage or something? Then I see a ghost. It's floating near the wall, all pale and spooky, and it goes, "Get out!" What the fuck? And I'm like, "Whoa, buddy, no need to be so hostile." while accidentally sweating cherry flavored condensation. The ghost starts moving toward me, passing through furniture, through walls, which is impressive but also rude because I usually go through the walls first. Okay. Oh god, is someone trolling me right now? Is this fucking Kool-Aid man, dude? What are you doing messaging me, bro? Then the ghost tries to scare me by yelling, "Boo!" And I yell back instinctively, "Oh yeah!" Okay. You fucking Kool-Aid man, dude. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to keep reading it. I stop myself, clear my throat. Wow, that was scary as a normal man. The ghost looks at me and says, "Why are you glowing?" And I say, "I ate fruit." That seems reasonable. Then the ghost reaches out and passes halfway through me and goes, "Why is it sticky?" Oh, God. Do I have this thing? I think I have it.
That's what she said.
Oh, I don't know if it picked up, but that was one of my stream buttons. And I'm like, listen, we all have secrets. This dude's weird. Long story short, the ghost leaves terrified because it realizes it just tried to haunt something that doesn't use doors and is 92% sugar. Okay, that's... Yeah, Kool-Aid man. I calmly exit the house by walking through the wall, shouting, "Oh yeah!" Good evening. Dude, fucking Kool-Aid man. Jesus. Totally normal ghost story, nothing weird. Please don't ask why the house smells like fruit punch now. I don't think I'm even going to dignify this with an answer. Kool-Aid man, dude, it's getting weird now. You've been stalking me for years. I even changed my name. I changed everything, all my socials, so you would not do this, not stalk me like a freak, but you just keep doing it. So I don't know. I have to figure this out because I thought we handled this last time. I thought Golden Face took care of you, if you know what I mean. Well, okay. Yeah, that was interesting. Yeah, man. Ghosts, aliens, the unknown, all that stuff is just crazy. And the strange thing to me is that there are so many religions out there and they believe in this stuff that's really, really on the edge or on the line of being ridiculous, or ghost. I heard something. Or it just sounds like a ghost story or it's hard to just believe. And I don't know. I just feel like with some of the religions and beliefs, they will okay those stories, even though they sound out of this world, literally. But then if you take a very normal person and they give you a similar story, you're like some crazy person, right? But if you say, oh, it's from the Bible or it's God and this and that, it's normal, it's okay, right? I don't believe that. I don't believe that one bit. So can we all agree that it's just weird in general, some of the stuff? And it's you're putting how do I explain this? You're sugarcoating it to sound normal when it's really not. Anyways, that's just my little rant about that, but okay. So we're going to go back in time to when I experienced something very strange. And before I say that, the lighting in here is very strange right now because the sun's out still, and I have my stupid light on again, but I'm already sweating. So it's hot. It's a hot day. Okay, so I believe I was in my 20s, which is like every story, and I don't remember where I was living at. I might have been living, I know it was anyways, we're not going to go there. I was living in some apartment, that's the point, and I was dating this girl that I was with for a long time. We were with each other for, 5 or 6 years. And I think this was at the tail end. and I'm trying to build this up just because I'm trying to put myself there. But I remember like meeting my ex-girlfriend like in front of my dad's house. I don't know why. And it was probably like 1 or 2 in the morning. And I hadn't drank anything, like no alcohol, no other things or anything. And I remember like, I think she was like dropping me off at my dad's, and I don't know why. Maybe I don't know. Anyways, she was like dropping me off or something. And it was like 1 or 2 in the morning in front of my dad's house and pitch black. And we're arguing, arguing about some stupid in her car. And I remember I was in the passenger seat, and I remember I kept looking at my dad's house, and we would argue, take a breather, argue more, whatever. And I don't know what it was about, probably some stupid stuff. And something caught my attention as I was looking out the window. And I remember looking, and it was more to the right, and it was my neighbor's house. And there was this older lady that lived there, and she had to have been in her 80s or 90s. And I remember she was a sweet lady, and we used to, me and my dad would go help her with things, if it was, forget trash and anything she needed help with. It could be opening something, I don't know. She would always come to us, we would check on her. She also had this husband that had passed away when I was a lot younger. I'm going to say his name is Bob. That was his name. And I kind of remember him. I remember his wife more because she lived longer. But he was a great guy from what I remember. He was very nice. And he had passed away, 10, 15 years prior. I don't know. And anyways, I was looking in that direction over towards her house. And, she had a long driveway and then a garage. And the garage was one of those garages that had like the little windows at the top. It was dark in there, but I noticed a light switch on in there. And I was like, that's weird, I'm thinking like, who's going to be there? So in my head, I'm thinking like, is someone breaking in? Is something weird happening? So I remember telling my girlfriend at the time, and she's looking, and we're both kind of we have no idea what's going on. And then the garage starts opening, and that got me. I was so scared. I mean, I just remember like my voice just changed, and I was just like, I don't want to be here. Like, I don't know what's going on. Garage opens, and the light's on, and it's only the garage light. It's not like a bright light. And I remember seeing a white button-down long sleeve shirt, like a dress shirt. And it was just moving around. There's no legs. There's nothing. And I didn't know what to think of it. I don't know what it is to this day. And I kind of remember talking to my girlfriend. We both didn't know what it was. And then the garage closed and the light turned off. And I was just like, I need to get out of here. I don't really remember what she was saying, but we left. And, that stuck with me my whole life. I don't know what it is to this day. Now, my dad has told me that the older lady that was living there, she kept really strange hours, which I can believe, and he said that sometimes she would just be up randomly at the night. Whoa, I don't know what happened there. Words are hard. And, I guess he told me that she had asked him for help before in the middle of the night. And I remember even going over there when I was a child and helping my dad help her because it was pouring rain. And I don't know what we helped her with. It was pouring rain. I just know we helped her. But yeah, I don't know. He told me just that, maybe she was up and walking around or something. I didn't see any person. I just saw the shirt floating around, right? And like I said, not drunk or anything. Don't know what it is. I ended up going back to my dad's and telling him this. And so we went next door and looked in the window into the garage, and there was nothing in there that could be a shirt. Nothing. It was a white shirt. Didn't see anything like that. So I don't know. It could be her. It could have been her maybe in there. I don't know. Maybe she maybe she went in there to do laundry late at night and decided to rest her eyes and then fell asleep and then turned. I don't know. Who knows, right? I don't know. But to this day, it still sticks with me. And it's wild. I don't think it's an alien. I think could be a spirit. I don't know. I mean, I believe that there's spirits around people and not around us. I mean, they're probably everywhere, right? Energy is energy. Energy is everywhere. I don't think you can destroy energy. I don't know. But, like when you pass on or whatever, your energy, I think, goes somewhere. And I'm not talking about a soul. I believe in a soul as well. But I just think your energy just has to dissipate somehow. I don't know. That's just what I believe. So who knows? Maybe Bob was protecting or is protecting her. I have no idea. But, I mean, I'm okay with that. I'm fine with that if that's the case. The last thing I will say, and this one, you could say what you want, think what you want, but it's a short one. But when I was probably 17-ish, I remember I was going, because I was born and raised, going to Catholic private school, I was going to my confirmation class, yes. And I went there once a week, I guess, and one of the days, I remember I had to go, and I felt sick. I'm not going to tell the whole story, but I felt sick. I thought I ate something bad. I had a bunch of Jack in the Box. I was super sick, throwing up, and everything else. And I got what do you call that? Appendicitis. And I never heard of it. Don't know if my friends had that before, but I had appendicitis, and it was on the verge of bursting before I even got to the ER. And so I ended up going to the emergency room, and they did emergency surgery telling me I'm going to be in and out. It's like a 30-minute thing. And I think this is before they did all that laparoscopic stuff. So even the scar that I have, it's only 2 inches long, which is still small. But if I would have got it done now, it would have been little holes, because that's how they do it now. But it's not bad. I always tell people I just got stabbed, which is not a lie. Context. So yeah, I got appendicitis, woke up in the ICU. I guess I had heart failure and almost died. Yeah. Crazy, right? And so I just remember being in the ICU, and I was super weak. And they were taking my blood and running tests and all that. And if people know me, they know I do not like giving blood. I will do it, but I don't like it. Then just a preface, last time I went to the doctor about 6 months ago to do a physical, I told them, I said, I don't like giving blood. They all look at my tattoos and oh, what do you mean? And they're laughing. I just can't, I don't like it. I ended up passing out. So I was so out of it in this ICU. They're taking blood from me, and I'm just do it. And that's just not me. And they eventually told me, they're like, all right, everything's good, but you have a lot of fluid in you because you haven't used the bathroom since the surgery. And they're telling me they're going to do not a suppository. What do they do? The thing they put up your wiener to piss. I'll probably edit that. I don't remember what it's called. Not a suppository. It's the other one. Anyways, I'm gonna look this up. Am I that dumb, dude? Thing up wiener to make pee. What? Okay, this is not what I was searching. It says the Wizinator, a prosthetic penis with synthetic urine for passing drug tests. No. Catheter. Jesus, dude. Holy crap. My God, dude.
Bruh.
Yeah, there we go. I forgot I had that. Yeah, so they're telling me, we're going to do a catheter. And I'm like, hell no, you're not doing that. And they told me, they're like, you have to urinate. I'm just checking my time. You have to urinate or else we're going to do this catheter. And I was like, absolutely not. You're not doing that. And I explained to them, I said, if you just let me get up anywhere to stand, I will urinate. They said, absolutely not. You just got a surgery, blah, 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 blah. And this random nurse came from another floor, and it was a guy. And he came in. He must have got told, oh, this guy won't pee. Can you help him? Whatever. Comes in, super nice guy, and he basically just says, "Yeah, we gotta pee, dude, or else we're gonna do the catheter." And I said, "Please help me." And he shows me this little cup thing. It's like at an angle. He says, "Okay, the best I can do, you can stand up, and I'll hold this, and you can pee in it." You're probably wondering where this is going. I ended up doing it, and I didn't have to get a catheter. So happy, that was such a big breakthrough for me. Not only having a successful surgery, but I didn't have to have a catheter. Hell yeah, dude. And so yeah, anytime I had to pee, I would buzz someone, and he would come, and that was his job. It was cool. But at the end of my stay there, I remember it was like I was there for a couple days in the ICU just recovering, I guess. My memory is shot. But I guess what happened is it secreted poisons in my body, and I could have died, just because my appendix wanted to freaking burst. And they used to call it like the Black Death back in the day. But yeah, and I just remember it was probably like my day I was supposed to leave, and I kept asking the other nurses, like, "Hey, where's so-and-so?" I don't remember his name. And they kept telling me, like, "What are you talking about?" And, they could have been messing with me, or maybe this person really wasn't there that day. I don't know. But I was like, "Hey, that guy, like, he helped me. He came from, like, the 4th floor. He brought me socks," which was cool, like the ones that have the rubber sole on them. And I was like, I just want to thank him, before I leave. And everybody was like, "There's nobody here by that name." And like I said, I don't know, dude. Angel, spirit, just it could have been just a nice guy, which probably was. And he helped me a lot. But I don't know, like, it's just unexplained things. I could kind of explain it, but I think I like my story the best. And I'm going to stick with that. So, everyone's entitled to believe what they want. And I believe if it brings you peace, why not? If you're not hurting anybody. But that's my stories. Those are my stories. Those are the stories from Kool-Aid Man. And maybe Lagatha might have a story one of these days. I don't know. But you know what? I'm tired. It's hot. I'm going to turn the AC on. I'm going to go probably have some more coffee. So, until next time, my dudes.
I got you, stupid fucking sleazy George Zilla. You had no idea it was me. I can't believe you. I can't believe you fell for it, please. George Zilla. I'm gonna catch you. You'll never hear the end of this. Never. Oh yeah. Sleazy. George Zilla. Oh no.
Heard he used to be in a band or something. Yeah. Oh yeah. They were Georgezilla. Toured and stuff. Yeah, they used to call him Sleazy G or something. I don't get it. The Georgezilla Podcast.